with a mix of other things, such as cocaine, meth. You really don't know what you're taking when you take this drug. People say it makes them feel open and accepting to other people, and it makes them feel free. So that's one reason why they take it. Your senses are heightened by the drug, so you smell, when somebody touches you, you touch something, it's like heightened by like 10 times. And it was actually formed by a therapist in 1978. And I personally know people who have taken the drugs that I talk about today. Now, I don't know how you like to spend your Saturday morning or Sunday morning, but I personally don't want to spend it waking up in the hospital bed because I took some of these drugs. So today, I'm here to tell you about the dangers and the side effects of some of these drugs. This is a video on Molly, on this guy who was taking it.
Yo, that's crazy, yo. Fort for Lehigh. Fort for Lehigh. Yo, Fort for Lehigh. Okay. Yeah, my man must say, he must have a Molly. It's a pill called Molly that have people acting like that. Because at one time, this little guy, he was a friend of Circle Bus, so it was on the news, he was naked. That'd be that pill.
And I know we're laughing today, but this happens all the time across America. And yet looking at it, it's funny, but can you imagine that's actually you and one of your friends acting like that in public? It's broad daylight and this man is in front of a restaurant having his own connection. And later on in the film, he just ends up passing out, just completely like gone. And they end up having to call an ambulance to come get him. And people who are on some of these drugs, they don't really respond to anything. They think that you could be coming after to harm them, and they'll end up harming you. And my next drug is acid. And acid is also, it's called LCD. It's from the laceric acid, which is found in fungus that grows on rye and other grains. It's produced in a liquid form, but can be melted into a liquid, and the high can last up to 12 hours. In a study in 2008 proved that people in the U.S. have used between the ages of 12 and 28. Acid can come into tablets called microdots, capsules, gelatin squares, and absorbent paper. And this drug is usually stored in the fatty acids in your spine. And from the person that I personally know who took it, she says that she has 2 holes burned firmly into her spine, and she can literally like crack her back and feel this high. And she only used it once. And the side effects is dilated pupils, loss of appetite, sleepiness, dry mouth, tremors, sweating or chills, mental delusions, visual hallucinations, impaired depth perception, impaired time perception, fear of losing control, panic attacks, flashbacks, or depression. And sometimes when you take this drug, you might not feel as bad as you do at the time, but the next day, you feel 12 times worse. And there's even some people who said that their trip lasted 8 months. And then I even looked up, it was one person that they had imaged them getting into a car accident, getting hit by a semi. And now that they can't walk into like a grave site because they're scared to see their own name on the grave. And everything seems all fun when people are trying to talk you into doing it. They'll be like, oh yeah, it's fine. Even the person I talked to who did this, they were like, oh yeah, Like when they were talking about Molly, oh, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, it's not that bad when you first take it, but then afterwards, you feel like crap. And my last drug is shrooms, which are also called mushrooms. They're hallucinogenic, and these are the type of, I can't say those words, but these are the type of shrooms that they come in. They can be brewed and consumed as tea, eaten as is, or in powder tablets. They're closely related to the drug LSD, and the typical dosage is between 4 to 10 milligrams. It looks like a mushroom because it is. And boomer, flower tripping, Mexican mushrooms, and God's flesh are the nicknames for it. The small doses produce effects in a half an hour. It can last up to 4 to 6 hours, and you can feel it really in 20 minutes. The physical effects is nausea, vomiting, muscle weakness, and hallucinogens. People typically use shrooms at clubs, raves, and on college campuses. The side effects are mental and physical relaxation, tenderness, a sense of separation from surroundings, feeling of physical heaviness, lightness, and perceptual distortions. Like one of the other people I talked to, they said that they went to the bathroom and got lost. Because they, like anything that you think of, you picture yourself in. They pictured they were in a forest, and they got lost in a bathroom for 3 hours. And you think, like, how can you really get lost in a bathroom? But when you're on these drugs, you're not yourself. You're not you at all. You're a totally different person. And so what you see, maybe what you think you see, but it's not really there. Like, they can picture a clown sitting right here. And if they're afraid of clowns, they'll flip out. When all of us see, like, there's no clown right there. With the side effects of Molly, you can have involuntary teeth clenching, muscle cramps, nausea, faintness, chills, sweating, and blurred vision. And it also makes you dehydrated. And one of the persons that I was talking to who actually took Molly, she took it twice. And she said that it makes you really dehydrated. So while she was thinking, okay, well, I'll be fine, let me just drink something, she decided to drink alcohol, which of course makes you even more dehydrated. So when she woke up in the morning, she said she felt like death. And the awkward thing is, she told me that it was a good trip, and I'm sitting up here like, if it was really a good trip, you wouldn't be feeling like crap the next morning. People don't really realize, they just think, oh, well, it's a first time for everything, let me just try this drug, but it end up can be your last. We can end up like the people on the video, like the guy outside of the restaurant, falling down, and like I said, it seems funny, but at the end of the day, he ended up in the hospital. He passed out. So my thing to you guys is, please do not try these drugs. These are harmful for you, and if you do, please at least educate yourself to know what you're really taking, because it might not be what you're really taking.
Thank you.